Fingers crossed, but you know, I'm trying to not keep my hopes up too much. Hey y'all. Just hanging out outside with the cats, enjoying the cool weather, and by cool I mean 80 degrees. Since Coco's spayed, she gets to enjoy being on the patio as well. I was planning on doing the sanding and the coat for the picnic table today, but we are technically in that 2-week wait window, so I didn't want to do anything that might be toxic, like using fume-ridden stuff. God, what is wrong with my brain? ADHD is at an all-time high yet again. I walked over to get the lighter for my candle, and then I forgot why I walked up to that drawer, so I was like, oh, I must be wanting to make coffee, and then I made coffee. Makes total sense. Anyway, it is the time of year for us to start cleaning up the garden area. I pulled up all of my dahlia tubers. Unfortunately, a bunch of those little grub worm things ate a lot of my tubers. Hi. But the good news is that the ones that did not get eaten multiplied like crazy, so that's good. I'll have those for next year. Why are you in my armpit? That's honestly how you know you have a stinky armpit, is when Squawk like gets in it. So I'm gonna take that as a hint that I need to shower. Some things that I want to get done today is cutting down this dead frond off of a tree. I need to take all the dead foliage off of my jasmine plants, and then I really need to wash these off and separate them for storing. It's crazy, now that the heat wave is over, my tomato plants are just so robust. They were really suffering for weeks there. And I have 2 really big watermelons. One of them is ready for harvest, and the other is probably going to be a couple more weeks before it's ready, but I'm really excited to taste that and probably harvest that when Kameron gets back from his trip. Are you guys coming in or out? All right, I'm not playing this game. Speaking of being out of town, let me just show you what happened. I finally got my LH surge. This was the day that I got my surge. This was early in the morning. This was when I got the surge, which was like, I want to say 8 or 9 p.m. And then these ones are in the morning the next day. So that was my 24 hours of pee that I tested. I did get my surge, but you know, he's out of town. So the timing could possibly work out. I'm not keeping my fingers crossed, obviously. I'm really honestly, like, it's this weird gut feeling like this is just not gonna work out, so I'm not gonna, like, worry about it or anything. I don't even feel like, you know, like the times before where I was like, oh my gosh, what's that little twinge? What's this little thing mean? You know what I mean? With the symptoms and everything, I've kind of just resigned myself to just stay busy. So, you know, I'm not expecting anything, but it would be a nice surprise if this did work out. So I am just going to consider this my 2-week wait. So fingers crossed, but you know, I'm trying to not keep my hopes up too much. You after your kitty? You after Riri? Where did Riri go? Is that Coco? You wanna go to the park today? A little bit later? I don't know what's going on with this hair. I feel like it just keeps getting more wild as it gets older. What I wouldn't give for that texture. It does make me want ramen for some reason though. Like super spicy ramen from Jinya. Speaking of food, I gotta get him some lunch going. He needs a little bit more than floor Cheerios. Actually, I think I'm gonna get Grubhub. We don't do that very often. Less work for me.
You excited for egg rolls? No more floor Cheerios?
One thing is for certain, and he loves Chinese food.
Yeah. That one's new. We've never tried that.
So one of the things I'm hoping to get done next week is getting new prescription for my glasses. I don't have any glasses that I can wear while I wait for a new prescription, so I just ordered the same frames. They were way on sale, so these ones are getting pretty worn out, so I figured I'd just get some new ones. Time for chores and park. Well, Kieran's up. I'm gonna go upstairs and finally tackle a task that I've been wanting to tackle for a very long time. I got these blue and pink bins because I would really like to get all of the baby clothes stored properly. This was all in my closet. His room's already kind of a mess, so I figured I'll just sort things in here.
Look at this big old pile, Kieran. These are all your clothes.
A little daunting, but I think I am going to put everything into different sized piles. Oh my gosh, we're gonna go down memory lane here. Oh, his first Halloween outfit. Got some good cohesive piles going here. Wait, who's this?
Excuse me, you snuck in here.
I'm sorry, but how? How? How did these fit you ever? That's like kitten sized. I remember this being one of my favorite little outfits for him. A subscriber named Kat knit this sweater and hat for him, and I just remember like thinking it was the cutest dang thing. Coco, we have to talk about why you've been so clingy today. Well, Miss Thing, you've been after me all day long.
Why don't you go play with Kieran?
Coco, please. You know, I had this grand idea that once I had children, that the cats would have someone else to bug. Oh, Coco, come on. Kieran wants to play. You guys can play over here. Oh my gosh, and I swear these were like my favorite little pants that he ever wore, and then here's the ones I made him for Christmas last year. Oh my gosh, there's so many memories. Oh my god, girl, there are so many places in this room that you could be. Not in my lap. Little preemie NICU gowns. He used to wear this one a lot. Coco, your fur is getting on everything. And there's his coming home outfit. Oh my gosh, these are little cat socks, and I used to put these on his hands when I would take him to the sewing room while he was napping. Okay, all of his old clothes are finally organized into neat little piles. I'm gonna start by putting the bigger stuff at the bottom of the bin. And then I better organize all of these socks and things, otherwise I'm not gonna be very happy with myself. Well, that's that. Size preemie to 12 months. Oh my god, is he seriously? Oh. I thought he was about to walk without holding anything. Okay, now that that is finished, I really do need to get into all of Kaia's things and sort of organize those based on size. I know that when we left, I kind of just threw everything in a box, so I do need to go through all of her things and organize them based on size. And yeah, I don't really want to do that one on camera. I mean, I've gone through her stuff on vlogs prior to this one, but I just yeah, I think I'm just gonna do that privately. But I will see you again in the next one. Bye.